Negotiations to settle a lawsuit between the state of Florida and the CDC over plans to reopen the cruise industry have hit a snag. And while the CDC has taken steps to allow cruise ships to start sailing again in Florida, businesses, including cruises, have been banned from requiring vaccine passports. Joining us this morning is the cruise genius, Lara. Scott, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Good morning, Zach.
How are these issues impacting the industry and the industry here in the River City?
Well, it's a big problem because we have a tug of war between the governor and the CDC. The governor is, saying you have to have this ban on COVID passports, and I understand that and I appreciate that. But on the other hand, for us to resume cruising, the CDC is mandating that people have vaccinations, and I understand why. If we're all vaccinated, it's going to be less likely you're going to get sick on a cruise. So I feel confident in the near future this will be resolved, and the billions of tourism dollars that come to Florida will resume.
Was I just reading something last night about one of the cruise liners dropping their requirement for getting people vaccinated?
That's correct. On these test cruises.
Oh, the test cruises.
That is correct.
Gotcha.
On the test cruises, it's not mandated that 95% of the cruisers be vaccinated. Of course, the crew, they're like 98%. So with the test cruises, which are only like 2 or 3 days long, they are dropping that requirement. But again, there are a lot of requirements on the ship about social distancing, staggered coming on board. And of course, the ventilation systems have now been upgraded on the cruises. So again, I do feel confident in the next few months we will be cruising again.
Obviously, getting them back as quickly as possible, some would argue, is very critical. Why would you argue that's so important for Jacksonville?
Well, for Jacksonville, I mean, we're talking thousands of jobs and millions of dollars locally, for hotels, for parking, for taxis. So there's lots of reasons why in Jacksonville, Port Canaveral, Miami, that the cruising industry resume. I will say, if people are hesitant to get vaccinated, all-inclusive resorts, Mexico, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, they are welcoming people left and right. So that's a great thing for people who prefer not to get vaccinated.
I know right now we're talking about the summer, but one cruise ship was approved to set sail this month.
That's correct. Well, down in St. Martin, one of the celebrity ships, the Celebrity Millennium, just set sail the other day. But again, they don't have to comply with U.S. regulations. So having cruises go out of the Bahamas, Bermuda, or out of St. Martin helps to circumvent all this political back and forth we've been experiencing.
Are you participating in any of these test cruises?
I am not as of this moment, but I'm open to do so.
Of course, of course. I know yesterday Carnival's newest ship also arrived in South Florida.
That's right. The Carnival Mardi Gras just pulled in the other day to Port Canaveral with a lot of fanfare, a lot of folks there. And the Mardi Gras is the LNG ship with the cleaner technology, which is better for the environment.
People who are used to sailing or, have sailed several times in the past, or people who are questioning whether they want to go back to sailing, any words of advice or any speculation on what you think a sailing might look like moving forward? Will it be similar to experiences in the past?
It'll be a little bit different. I mean, you're going to wear a mask when you're embarking and disembarking. There's going to be social distancing. Fortunately, the CDC backed down on doing away with the buffets and also doing away with wearing masks poolside. So it is going to be a little bit different, but over 200,000 people signed up to go on one of these test sailings. So there's still a lot of excitement about cruising, and it's going to be fun.
And a lot of interest. Scott, thank you so much for joining us. We always enjoy your perspective.
Thank you, Zach.